having achieved substantial progress on all fronts, is now moving ahead towards saturation approach. We have already achieved saturation in a number of areas of benefit transfer, basic infrastructure, and service provisioning. We have laid out a vision for saturation in the remaining areas in the next 5 years, 2019-24. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision, says Helen Keller. As honorable members are aware, we have charted Vision 2029, wherein we expressed a commitment to give a direction to the government and confidence to the people in the time of fear and insecurity, to be one among the best 3 states in the country by 2022, the best state by 2029, and one among the preferred global destinations by 2050. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. We have clearly set up the ultimate goal of enhancing the ease of living and to establish a happy, healthy, and globally competitive, inclusive society through social compasses like Samaja Vikasam, Kutumba Vikasam, SDG, and Key Performance Indicator Framework and Economic Campus like GVA. We have laid out a vision for the next 5 years for all the 3 tiers of administration, that is, Gram Panchayat, district and state through grassroots planning. As a landmark achievement, we have simultaneously released and simultaneously adopted village development plan, ward development plans in all the Gram Panchayats and municipal wards in the state on 11th January 2019, the final day of the recently concluded 6th round of Janmabhoomi Maavuru program. The district vision action plan are being released district by district. With the objective of ensuring larger public outreach of the fruits of development, the government has adopted new inclusive development mantra, namely Vayatkat, means a structure that facilitates safe and quick passage, which expands into vision, innovation, accountability, digitalization, urbanization, convergence, and technology transformation. The idea is to inspire the government functionaries at all levels to follow its philosophy and process flow for ensuring seamless public service delivery. My government is committed to ensure corruption-free governance and make the system accountable and transparent. Soon after assuming power in 2014, my government had released white papers on identified themes, pinpointing the status and systemic inadequacies in the development and welfare sectors and putting forward the aspirations of the new government. Now, having completed a substantial time spending sleepless nights for the betterment of people, my government has yet again released white papers on 10 identified themes recently, highlighting the achievement in the last 4.5 years and a way forward for the next 5 years. Anything that gets measured gets achieved, goes the popular saying. Ever-growing people's satisfaction is a testimony for our performance. From 56% in August 2017, the satisfaction has reached nearly 80%, and our efforts will continue to attain 90%. In an unprecedented gesture, the Chief Minister of the state has written a letter to each and every household who is a beneficiary of the government's schemes to make use of the scheme. My government is of firm view that accountability and transparency are inseparable twins. For this purpose, we have taken the leverage of technology in a big way, so that a system built on sound technology and solid conceptual base, integrating and synthesizing all the dispersed standalone systems into ePragati core platform. This platform, once complete, will work as a proven and scalable technological foundation for digital transformation of the government to citizen, government to business, and government to government services by enabling departments and organizations to streamline operations, deliver consistent service, and modernize operations without interruptions. The recent decisions announced by the state government, such as the increase in the NTR Bharosa pension from ₹1,000 a month to ₹2,000 a month from January onwards, exemption of motor vehicle tax on 3-wheeler passengers, auto rickshaws, 3-wheel light good vehicles, tractors and tractor trailers for agricultural use, provision of 5% reservation to carpoos and remaining 5% to the others under the EBC quota without affecting existing reservations, and an additional one-time financial assistance of ₹10,000 for each member of the SHG are a reflection of my government's economic empowerment of people. Giving high priority to welfare sector, my government is moving ahead with a 3-pronged strategy of welfare on 100% saturation basis. First is the direct benefit transfer like pensions. Second is providing service like health education and midday meal. And third is basic infrastructure. We are providing support all through life cycle, extending support to all needy and in all phases of life, right from birth to remaining phases of life. We have already achieved 10% saturation in areas that include the state becoming open defecation free by July 2018 and moving on to ODF plus, ensuring social protection through pensions, 24/7 electricity, clean and safe cooking fuel, and affordable food through public distribution system. Besides ensuring 10% distribution of ration cards, we also increase the supply of rice from 4 kgs per person to 5 kgs per unit without any limit on units. Under NTR Bharosa, pensions have been provided to 50.51 lakh beneficiaries at an expenditure of 556.41 crore per month. From 2014 to 2018-19, an amount of rupees 24,618.39 crores have been disbursed successfully. Pension amounts were enhanced from rupees 200 to 1,000, recently to rupees 2,000 per month to old age, widows, weavers, toddy tappers, and AIDS patients and people with disabilities. With this, Andhra Pradesh becomes the only state spending rupees 14,000 crores a year for pensions for the underprivileged. Under the Jagjeevan Jyoti scheme, we have extended the benefit of free power to about 100 units in respect of SC and ST households. During 2017-18, 10.30 lakh SC families were benefited, incurring expenditure of rupees 65.16 crores under this scheme. Adharna 2018 is the flagship program of the government, wherein artisans are provided with modern tools with a budget of 964 crores to improve their skills and income levels for enhanced livelihoods. Under this scheme, the government has sanctioned 90% subsidy with beneficiary contribution of 10%, covering 4,02,500 beneficiaries. The death or disability due to accident of an unorganized worker results in immeasurable trauma, misery, and hardship to his family. Keeping these hardships in view, Chandrana Bima program has been launched on October 2, 2016 to provide social security cover for 2.6 crore unorganized sector workers. So far, 2,685 crore has been disbursed, covering 2.1 lakh beneficiaries, with the Bima ranging benefit from 30,000 to 5 lakhs. Chandrana Cheyuta, a skill development program for SC youth, aims to provide skills in various sectors to the youth students belong to the scheduled caste in the state to thereby increase their employability and to develop entrepreneurship and enhance their worth. Around 31,815 SC youth in the state with an approximate cost of 233.31 crores were benefited under this program. Government has taken the historic decision of allocating an unprecedented amount of rupees 1101.90 crores in the budget of the Minorities Department for the year 2018-19 for creating opportunities for the all-round development. During the year 2018-19, scholarships worth rupees 285 crores have been allocated for post-matric scholarship. A new initiative has been taken up in 2018-19 for sanctioning pre-matric scholarships to the students who could not qualify for the GYI scheme. It will benefit about 70,000 students at the cost of rupees 30 crores. Other important schemes include Dulhan scheme, multi-sectoral development program, construction of residential schools and hostels, overseas education scheme, NTR Vidyonati scheme, completion of Urdu Ghar cum Shadi Khana in the state, remuneration to imams and muezzins, beautification of masjid, Chandrana Ramzan, Tofa during Ramzan, and repairs, renovation, reconstruction of mosques, masjids and burial grounds. For the Christian community, the scheme of pilgrimage to Holy Land of Jerusalem is revised and subsidies enhanced from rupees 20,000 to rupees 40,000 per pilgrim. Christian Bhavan has been sanctioned at Guntur, and the new scheme of Chandrana Christmas Kanuka has benefited 1 lakh Christian families. Backward classes constitute more than 50% of the population. Their welfare was neglected for a decade by earlier governments prior to 2014 June. While doing our best to serve these backward classes, my government has announced a set of comprehensive measures for the welfare of these communities that include formation of corporations to 11 communities: Yadava, Turpu Kapu, Kuppula Velama, Kuruba, Vannaikula Kshatriya, Kalinga Gavara, Gandala, Chenata, Agnikula Kshatriya, Setti, Balija, Gauda. Upgradation of 8 federations to corporations: Rajake, Nai Brahmin, Vadera, Sagara, Upara, Krishna Balija, Pusala, Valmiki Boya, Batraja Kumari. Toddy Tappers Corporation to be renamed as Setti Balija Gauda Sri Sayana Corporation. Mahatma Jyotiba Phule Smaraka Bhavan and Park rupees 100 crore in an area of 10 acres in CRD region of Amaravati. Other steps include increase in unit cost for economic support scheme to rupees 50,000 for the most backward communities, for free power up to 100 units up to 2 lakh MBC households, for the welfare of Nai Brahmins, free power up to rupees 150 units saloons, filling up of vacancies Nai Brahmins in police departments, jails, hospitals, free power up to 150 units laundries, Rajaka community, and up to 100 units to practicing goldsmith artisans. One residential school to each of the leftover 69 assembly constituencies with an expenditure of 2,553 crore. Andhra Pradesh is the second largest handloom weaver concentrated state in the country, with 2,18,029 weavers from 90,765 families. For the overall development of weavers, government has announced package worth rupees 1,004 crores that include wage compensation at the rate of 4,000 per family per season towards wage loss due to rains benefiting free power of 100 units per month per health insurance scheme, sanction of amount of 450 crores for strengthening APCO. Chandrana Pelli Kanuka scheme provides marriage incentive to eligible brides belong to SC, ST, BC minorities and the differently abled. So far, marriage incentive is issued for 35,987 applicants with an expenditure of rupees 139.25 crore. The financial incentive varies from rupees 20,000 to 1 lakh to various categories including SC, ST, BC and minorities. Housing has been a priority for the state government. The government has sanctioned 15.78 lakh houses with a project cost of 31,793.42 crores under the NTR Rural Housing, PMA NTR Gramin and PMA NTR Urban BLC schemes. In addition, 4.40 lakh pending houses under PD-NTR housing schemes have also been taken up for completion with a project cost of 2,839 crores. In urban housing, PMA NTR Nagar, Affordable Housing in Partnership and NTR Urban Housing, beneficiary-led individual corporate construction, 10,15,663 houses are being constructed. Regarding empowering women, the self-help groups providing equal share to the girl child in family property and giving land pattas in the name of women have been some of the notable initiatives of our government in the past. In order to enable the self-help group members to undertake higher order of livelihood activities, the government have introduced the scheme Pasupu Kunkuma to provide financial assistance of rupees 10,000 per SHG member. With an expenditure of rupees 8,604 crores, this scheme has benefited 86,04,304 SHG members. My government is now providing this assistance once again to help build the income generating activities and assets. Under Deepam scheme, 25.85 to 82 lakh LPG connections were released from 1999 to March 2014 in a period of 15 years, whereas 30.61 lakh LPG connections were released during the last 4.5 years under saturation mode. The historic step to waive the loan of farmers worth rupees 24,000 crores has successfully brought the farmers out of the debt trap and drastically reduced farmer suicides. The final installment of loan waiver is being processed and will be completed in 2 weeks. Besides, due to constant thrust on key components of agriculture, the gross value added in agriculture and allied sectors has almost been doubled in the past 4.5 years. The agriculture and allied sector has seen an average growth of 11%, whereas the national average growth is 2.4%. I am happy to say that the distress in agriculture sector that is prevalent in other parts of the country has been prevented in our state of Andhra Pradesh due to a comprehensive approach. Though the monsoons have not been favorable in the last 4 years, no farmer suicide has taken place in the state. My government is in the forefront of technology-driven transformation in agriculture and is in promoting extensive use of IT in agriculture sector. Keeping in view the fact that 62% of the population in the state is still depending on primary sector, we have allocated 81,554 crores in the budget in the last 4 years for agriculture and allied sectors and introduced a separate budget for this vital sector. Timely realizing the overall impact of people's changing food habits on agriculture, my government has strategically focused on horticulture, fisheries and dairy, bringing in innovative methods like micro-irrigation and zero-budget natural farming. ZBNF is slowly turning out to be a game-changing technology in agriculture and has become a comprehensive and long-term welfare initiative for the farmers. The state government have taken up ZBNF in a big way. The coverage of farmers in ZBNF in 2016-17 was 40,656 farmers, whereas in 2018-19 it is 5.23 lakhs. ZBNF was selected as one of the 10 best projects out of the 120 global entries at Paris Peace Forum in November 2018. State government had committed to make Rayalaseema an agricultural hub. An area of 7.30 lakh hectares has been covered under micro-irrigation in all the 4 districts, benefiting 7.25 lakh farmers. Interestingly, the most Drought-prone districts of Anantapuram, Chittoor and Kurnool stand top in the GVA edition from agriculture and horticulture. Integrated management approach for surface and groundwater together with other water conservation measures like rain guns and micro-irrigation have helped the state to tackle the drought conditions effectively. Horticulture sector is surging ahead of agriculture and is growing at 15.39% to make Andhra Pradesh a major horticulture hub. Andhra Pradesh stands on first position in productivity for chilies, cocoa, lime, oil palm, papaya, coconut and tomato. Second in cashew, mango, turmeric and sweet orange in India. My government is planning to expand the area under horticulture crops to up to 100 lakh acres. My government is focusing on improvement in production of milk, meat and egg and livestock sector to ensure earnings of Rs 10,000 income per month to every household. During 2014 to 18, milk production has gone up from 90 lakh MTs to 138.25 lakh MTs. Meat production has gone up from 4.89 lakh MTs to 7.08 lakh MTs. Egg production has gone up from 1310 crore to 1778 crore. As a token of appreciation of the initiative taken up in fodder security, the state has secured the 10th Global Leadership Award 2017. Fisheries sector has been the most important growth driver in recent past. With average annual growth rate of 33.5%, the fisheries sector in the state records the highest growth in the country. The GVA from fisheries increased to 15,516 crore in 2013-14 to 41,328 crores in 2017-18. The fish production during this period has increased from 19.78 lakh tons with average annual growth rate of 19%. Andhra Pradesh stands first in total fish production and value in the whole country. Green cover by 2029. Due to the well-planned and concerted efforts, Andhra Pradesh stood first in the country in terms of increase of forest cover by 2,141 square meters as per ISFR report. We are setting up Nagar Vanam and Palle Vanam to spread awareness and to provide recreational space. Ecotourism is planned in 10 locations in the state. My government has taken all measures to arrest pollution in all its forms, air, noise, water pollution. Reflecting its performance, AP standard state falls under good and satisfactory category as per the Air Quality Index. Though a huge amount of Rs 79,357.45 crores was spent on irrigation during the decade 24 to 14, the outcomes were not commensurate. Neither corresponding irrigation facilities were created for interlinking of rivers to prevent drought in Rayalaseema and other backward regions of the state plan. Maintenance of minor irrigation sources was neglected, resulting in 40% gap occurred. Water conservation measures were not thought of, resulting in poor water use efficiency. From the day one of the formation of Sunrise Andhra Pradesh in June 2014, we have started planning for better water conservation and management practices and thereby ensured water security in the last 4 years. Government adopted a three-pronged strategy: water conservation, river linkage including completion of pending projects, and water management including micro-irrigation to achieve the vision of making the state drought-proof and to provide water security to all its citizens. An expenditure of 64,333.62 crores is incurred in the water resources sector in the last 5 years. Irrigation facilities are provided to an extent of 32.02 lakh crores, including stabilization. State government has given the highest importance for the completion of Polavaram project, which is the lifeline of the state. Total expenditure incurred is Rs 15,585.17 crore, out of which 10,449.30 crore is incurred after 2014. Works are in full swing and it is scheduled to supply water by gravity in the next Kharif season and to complete the project by the end of 2019. The Polavaram project achieved several milestones and recently entered the Guinness Book of World Record by pouring 32,315.50 cubic meters of concrete in 24 hours, besides winning the Central Board of Irrigation Power Award. To realize early benefits of Polavaram project, government completed Pattisima lift scheme and linked two major rivers, Godavari and Krishna. During the last 4 crop seasons, 263 TMC of Godavari water has been diverted to Krishna. This scheme not only saved crop in Krishna Delta, but also facilitated supply of Krishna water from Sri Salem Reservoir for the requirement of drought-prone Rayalaseema region and Nellore. The value of output in Krishna Delta is Rs 44,000 crore in the last 4 crop seasons against investment of 16,667 crore on this project. As part of interlinking rivers in the state, we have started phase 1 of linking of the Godavari Penna rivers so as to provide water to Guntur, Prakasham, Nellore and Chittoor districts. Steps are also afoot to link Godavari and Champavati rivers under Uttara Andhra Sujala Sravanti. The works of interlinking of Vamsadhara, Nagavali are in full swing. In a historic moment, the Krishna waters have been transferred on experimental basis from HNSS project from Cherlopalli Dam in Kadiri Mandal of Anantapur district to Punganur branch canal in Chittoor district. The works of Vamsadhara, Nagavali link, Nagavali Swarnamukhi Vegavati, Champavati rivers link are in brisk process. It is also proposed to link Godavari, Champavati, Nagavali rivers under Uttarandhra Sujala Sravanti. All these links will create a grand link of all the major rivers in the state, creating Mahasangamam. It is indeed my privilege to mention that Andhra Pradesh, which has been laying a lot of emphasis on micro-irrigation, stands in first position under micro-irrigation, up from 5.63 lakh hectares in 2013-14 to 11.53 lakh hectares now. 6 districts from the state, namely Arantapuramu, Kadapa, Prakasham, Kurnool, Chittoor, and West Godavari, are among the top 10 districts in the country. My government is implementing innovative steps for improvement of maternal and child health to meet the sustainable development goals. Schemes like Balamrudam and Anna Amrudam Hastam are catering to the nutritional requirements at various age groups. To retain children in schools, schemes like midday meals are being implemented. Maintaining self-hygiene is of paramount importance. The Raksha program is launched to encourage use of sanitary pads among women and other adolescent girls to promote menstrual hygiene and thereby prevent infections and dropouts among adolescent girls. Under this program, sanitary pads are being provided free of cost to all girls from the 8th, 9th, and 10th standards and at subsidized cost to women. My government targets to reduce IMR, MMR, malnutrition, and to attain national benchmarks. My government is engaged in various public-private partnerships, health programs, and services. The government has been providing primary health services in 7,548 sub-centers, 1,147 primary health centers, and secondary health center services through 195 community health centers, 28 area hospitals, 13 district hospitals, and tertiary health services through 23 teaching hospitals. To strengthen the healthcare delivery within the state, several initiatives such as Talli Bidda Express, NTR Baby Kit, Chandrana Sanchara Chikitsa, National Free Dialysis Program, Mukhyamantri Arogya Kendra, and NTR Vaidya Pariksha have been undertaken. As many as 7,19,512 postnatal women have utilized the Talli Bidda services since the inception of this program. A fleet of 279 vehicles is used across the state. A total of 6,91,489 mothers have been provided so far with NTR baby kits. Under the Chandrana Sanchar Chikitsa, a doctor, nurse, lab technician, and a pharmacist are mandatorily available in 292 mobile medical units in remote areas, and 50 types of drugs are dispensed and 9 diagnostics, including ECG, are conducted. NTR Vaidya Seva. With a view to provide enhanced and strengthened services under the Dr. NTR Vaidya Seva, government are implementing 873 surgical, 171 medical procedures to the poor who are below poverty line in 455 in-panel hospitals. The total number of patients benefited under the trust is 12,07,006, with expenditure of 5,330 crores by the end of 2018. The state government announced further enhancement of maximum limit of treatment from 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs per family from April this year. Under the National Free Dialysis Program, 48 free dialysis centers are functioning across 13 districts in government sector. All dialysis patients are provided a monthly patient of rupees 2,500 under the NTR Bharosa scheme. The Mukhyamantri Arogya Kendra, which provides state-of-the-art health services, provides free of cost to urban poor and slum dwellers, treated 75,76,281 outpatients for the medical services, and 7,17,881 teleconsultancies are conducted. For NTR Vaidya Pariksha, there are 105 labs in operation, which include 7 mother labs and 98 processing labs spread across 13 districts. A total of 1.58 crore patients have availed the service till date. 108 Emergency Response Service is a 24/7 free service for any emergency involving people. Other health service initiatives of the state government include Mukhyamantri EI Kendram, Mukhyamantri Bala Suraksha, Mahaprasthanam, and E-Aushadhi. Under universal health coverage, the state government are implementing schemes as Arogya Raksha, Employees Health Scheme, Working Journalists Health Scheme, and Amaravati Residents Health Scheme. Andhra Pradesh MedTech Zone at Visakhapatnam has developed into an excellent ecosystem for medical devices manufacturing, with facilities like the process of testing of medical equipment, certification, regulation, marketing, as well as research and development backup. 10 national organizations and 4 international center secretariats have been brought into the zone. To transform the state as a knowledge economy, budget allocation for education department has been increased from rupees 15,681 crores in 2014-15 to 24,961 crores in 2018-19. Initiatives like Manavuru Manabadi, Badi Pilustondi have reduced dropout rates and improved gross enrollment ration and student retention. The better teacher-people ratio in AP, which is above the national average, was achieved through appropriate rationalization and consolidation of schools and teacher deployment. The National Achievement Survey recorded significant improvement in AP rank and performance. In Class 10, AP state performance is first in mathematics and second in overall performance in all subjects. Programs like Jnanadhara, a systematic year-long remedial program designed to support poor-performing students, helped in this regard. Effective implementation and real-time monitoring of the midday meal program, through which quality hot-cooked food is served to 35 lakh students of 45,528 schools, has immensely contributed to retention of students in schools. In the last 4 years, 3,640 digital classrooms have been set up. Also, 1,217 virtual classrooms have been established in distant and remote areas, consolidating the digital learning among government schools. On the school infrastructure front, 33,145 additional classrooms are being constructed at an estimated value of 4,848 crore, besides construction of compound walls in 21,249 schools. Under the Badi Costa scheme, bicycles have been distributed to 1,87,318 grade 8 and 9 girls students. During 2018-19, it is proposed to distribute 3,81,142 bicycles under this program. Several policy initiatives like timely promotions, inter-district transfers, on-road rationalization have been taken to improve teacher service conditions. To provide inclusive, affordable and quality higher education, the government has benchmarked the state universities and colleges with national and international ranking framework. 6 universities have obtained a place in India's top 100 universities, with Andhra University and Sri Venkateswara University finding a place in the top 50. Improved NAC accreditation of 10 state universities and 180 degree colleges is an indication of improvement in the quality parameters in higher education in the state. The arrival of reputed national institutes like the IIT, NIT, IIM, AIMS, IISER, NID, NIDM, and private institutions like VIT, SRM, Centurion, Kriya, XLRI, Amrita to the state has put the higher education scenario in the state to a high pedestal. The efforts to improve quality of education resulted in the surge in standards. 6 universities from the state are in top 100 in NIRF, ranking in India from 0 in 2014. 10 universities out of 16 achieved NAC accreditation, and 10% degree colleges and polytechnics are provided with digital classrooms. Skill upgradation is undertaken through industry-related programs with knowledge partners like Sesssions, Dassault Systems, Cisco, and British Council. My government has made collaboration with 2 foreign universities for 75% reduction in fees for students going from AP universities. Strengthening of polytechnics and ITIs in the state is recognized as a key enabler for job creation. Also, skill development is being given adequate focus. It is a matter of pride for the state to be ranked #1 in the country by the latest Skills India report in terms of employability. Convergence strategy for optimum utilization of funds under the MNREGS for creation of basic rural infrastructure involving 24 line departments is a mainstay of development of rural areas in the state. The status of roads constitutes a significant index of economic well-being of the society. Under the rural road connectivity, 2,666 GPS have been connected with BT roads with an expenditure of 2,599 crore, and my government is planning to provide connectivity to all the remaining 10,755 habitations by 2020. Under the Chandrana Bata, the convergence concept has been used to its best, and 25,553 kilometers internal roads have been covered as CC roads since 2014. In order to facilitate the farmers to transport agriculture produce from the fields to the nearest market facilities, linking of rural roads have been taken from the MNREGA scheme. Another innovation is rural electrification is the Chandrakanti program that ensured LED street lighting in GPS. So far, 21.21 lakh street lights have been converted as LED lights out of 27.52 lakhs, and the remaining will be completed soon. 1,881 million units of electricity worth rupees 1,130 crores will be saved with retrofitting of 28 lakh LED street lights across the state. I am happy to state that the state has got the distinction of having the highest number of LED lights in the country, followed by Gujarat. Using the concept of urbanization and convergence backed by digital technology, my government has created a system of 10-star rating for Gram Panchayat to foster competition and to rate the availability of certain infrastructure and saturation of certain welfare provisions. The items considered for rating of GPS are saturation in IHLC's coverage, electricity and gas connections, private tap connections, solid waste management, road connectivity, fiber net connectivity, assured income of rupees 10,000 per month, education and health. All the Gram Panchayats will eventually achieve 10 stars. We are proud that 133 Gram Panchayats of Andhra Pradesh are identified among the 225 most developed Panchayats across the country by Rural Development Ministry under the Antyodaya scheme. The Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, has awarded Andhra Pradesh as the best performing state in the plain category under the National Urban Mission. Government accords highest priority for provision of potable drinking water to the people residing in rural areas of the state. My government has a vision to provide 55 LPCD supply of drinking water to at least 55% HHS by 2019 and all the habitations to be fully covered by 2020. We are also planning to provide 100% household private tap connections with a coverage of 70 LPCD by 2024, including 325 fluoride affected habitations and 207 chronic kidney disease affected habitations. Constructions of IHHLs attaining the status of ODF for the state and moving on to ODF Plus is a significant achievement of my government. Since 2014, 35.64 lakh IHHLs have been constructed with an expenditure of 4,115.82 crores. The state was declared as ODF in July 2018 and received the Swachha Sarveshan Gramin Award 2018 from a position of just over 30% coverage of IHHLs with no GP declared as ODF in 2014. The state is now moving towards ODF, sustainability and ODF plus activities. Andhra Pradesh is a forerunner in the area of managing waste, both solid and liquid waste. The Zero Waste Panchayat project is taken up to effectively tackle the solid waste generated in villages and solid waste processing centers are being set up. The vision of the state is to construct 9,000 SWPCs by January 2019. So far, 8,000 centers have been completed. The government is also committed to construct soak pits and GPs with less than 2,000 population and underground drainage and habitation population of more than 2,000. Several other conversion schemes like village parks and avenue plantation, Gokulam and mini Gokulam, mulberry plantation and silkworm rearing sheds, water harvesting structures are also being taken up in a large scale in rural areas of the state. My government is equally committed to improving urban infrastructure services like water supply, sewerage and solid waste management, street lighting, roads, greenery and urban transport to saturation levels in all ULBs. Under all these initiatives, infrastructure projects worth Rs 4,707 crores are completed and projects worth 68,084 crores are ongoing and proposed projects worth Rs 33,181 crores are proposed to be taken up in the ULBs. On the sidelines of this development push, my government is making efforts to improve public service delivery by using the latest technologies. E-governance initiatives are taken up in a big way, automating almost all services in ULBs with minimal human touch point. As a part of introduction of contactless, paperless and cashless system administration and to improve the service delivery being provided by ULBs, thereby improving transparency and accountability, a unified ERP solution has been developed in all the 110 ULBs with consisting of 21 modules like revenue, expenditure, citizen interface and administration modules. Anytime, anywhere, all-right integrated building permission system is automated in all the 110 ULBs. Digital door number plates with unique response code are provided for all the households of 110 ULBs in Andhra Pradesh. The department stood first in various aspects on national level and also won 46 awards in the last 4 years. As an integral part of improving infrastructure in urban areas, my government is planning to add a drinking water capacity of 848 MLD to projects taken up under the Amrut, AIIB and EIIP. It is proposed to add network length of 7,802 kilometers from the committed projects under these schemes. As a part of the sewerage and septage management, my government is planning to add 819 MLD capacity from the ongoing projects. We will also focus on stormwater drains. Regarding road infrastructure in urban areas, we are planning to achieve the required length 23,965 kilometers. On completion of ongoing and proposed works, length of 5,482 kilometers will be added. Waste to energy, biogas compost, C&D waste, biocapping, biomining and FSC projects are taken up. With regard to urban greenery, landscape and beautification works, Amrit and CIIP parks, plantation, government hospitals and national highways, greenery in PMA colonies have been taken up. Taking the development with a human touch concept is to its logical conclusion. My government is providing subsidized hygienic food to the poorer sections of the urban local bodies at an affordable price of Rs5. My government has established more than 160 Anna canteens in 14 municipal corporations and 4 municipalities. While Visakhapatnam, Kakinada, Tirupati and Amaravati are already being developed as smart cities, my government is taking steps to develop Srikakulam, Eluru, Ongole, Nellore, Kurnool and Anantapuram also as smart cities. My government has recognized that the growth of industrial and service sector is critical for achieving the 12-13% overall economic growth to create employment and increase per capita income. Andhra Pradesh, with about 58% labor workforce engaged in agriculture and related, which produces about 32% share of GSDP. It is imperative for AP to shift excess labor engaged in agriculture to other sectors of the economy. To shift labor from agriculture, first step is to create low-skill, high-volume jobs simultaneously in sectors like food processing, basic electronics, apparel, tourism and related indirect jobs. Share of manufacturing in Andhra Pradesh, 9.6%, is below the national average, 16.7%, and needs to improve to create jobs. The share of service sector in AP is at 44%, is less than the country's 54% services sector share. My government is committed to bring swift transformation in these two growth-driving sectors. Through the single window portal, permissions for 69 services have been made online by integrating 19 departments. The AP Public Service Delivery Guarantee Act 2017 has been enacted where timelines have been stipulated for delivery of public services. Currently, 74 important industrial services across 22 departments are covered under the Act and permission recorded in 21 days' time. Because of these sustained efforts, the growth of industry and manufacturing sector in EP has outpaced industrial growth in India over the past 3 years. This is in contrast to the 10-year period prior to 2014, when industrial growth in AP lagged behind India. In 2017-18, the growth rates of industrial sector was 4.40% for India and 8.49% for AP. State government is tracking 2,633 large and mega projects with a committed investment of 15.77 lakh crore with an employment potential of 33.30 lakhs envisaged through the MOUs during partnership summits. Out of these, 820 projects have gone into production with committed investment of rupees 1.82 lakh crore and committed employment of 2.80 lakhs. Further, a total of 1,211 projects are at civil works stage with a committed investment of 5.27 lakh crores and a committed employment of 7.66 lakhs. Andhra Pradesh is proud to have attracted one of the single largest FDIs in greenfield projects in India in recent times. Indonesian pulp and paper giant Asian Pulp and Paper Group is setting up not only India's but perhaps the largest paper mill in a single site in the world at the Ramayapatnam in Prakasham district with an investment of rupees 24,500 crores. The state government recently entered in an MOU with the Adani Group to set up a renewable power 5GW data center in Visakhapatnam with a proposed investment of rupees 70,000 crores. One in every five mobile handsets produced in India is now a made in Andhra Pradesh product. Over 3 to 3.5 million phones are produced every month in AP today. The government has so far received 21,573 crores worth investment proposals in the pharma sector. My government is promoting 2 large industrial corridors, the Visakhapatnam-Chennai Industrial Corridor and the Chennai-Bangalore Industrial Corridor passing through the state. The government intends to industrially develop these areas, especially the nodes that pass through the corridors. Under the VCIC corridor, 4 industrial nodes will be developed: Visakhapatnam, Srikalahasti, Machilipatnam and Donakonda. Under the Chennai-Bengaluru Industrial Corridor, total 3 industrial nodes will be developed at Krishnapatnam, Orvakal and Hindupur. To handle the vital demographic demand properly, Mukhyamantri Yuva Nestam scheme was launched to benefit unemployed youth with a monthly and unemployment allowance to upgrade their skills. Over 4.3 lakh unemployed youth have been sanctioned under the scheme and 3.0 lakhs have been paid an unemployment allowance of rupees 1,000 each till date. Further, as part of imparting trainings, APSSDC trained a total of 8.66 lakh youth, which includes 7.42 lakh students. So far, 1.7 lakh people have been placed. Various institutes of repute, including International Institute of Digital Technologies and State Institute of Hotel Management at Tirupati and Institute of Tourism and Travel Management at Nellore, are functional to offer quality training. During the last 4 years, more than 30,000 MSME units have been set up with an investment of 14,292 crores and providing employment to 3.3 lakh persons. Within 2014 to 18, rupees 82,097 crores have been disbursed as credit to the MSME sectors, both in organized and unorganized sectors. My government is planning to establish 175 MSME parks, 1 in each constituency. 20 of these have already been started and plots have been allotted. To consolidate the gains, my government has set up a dedicated MSME corporation. Hurt by the non-fulfillment of the commitment by the Union Government under the AP Reorganization Act, my government has decided to build an integrated steel factory on its own in Kadapa and completed the Bhumi Puja. My government has also decided to establish a mega industrial park in Kopati in Kadapa. My government is keen to provide direct and indirect employment to about 5 lakh persons through establishing petrochemical projects in Kakinada, SCZ. My government has attracted several marque companies across the sectors of automotive, food processing, textiles and pharmaceuticals. These lists include Isuzu, Kia Motors, Apollo Tyres, Ashok Leyland, Bharat Forge, Hero Group, Imami, Wandels, Kellogg's, Pepsi, Nekanti, Big Basket, Sumeru, Capricorn, Lavazza, Torre, Texport, Mohan Spintex, Hospitrak Healthcare, Dr. Reddy's Labs, Lupin, Laurus Labs, Aurobindo Pharma and others. APIIC has allotted 14,213 crores of industrial land to 1,945 units. Due to the persistence of my government, the first far Kia Motors has come on road a day ago. The investment by Kia Motors in ancillaries and vendors is now a game changer for the Anantapuram district, which has emerged as a strong automobile hub with more number of auto component manufacturing setting up facilities. Chittoor district with Tirupati and Sri City as clusters are being developed as hubs for electronics manufacturing. Visakhapatnam is being developed as an IT and fintech hub, apart from being developed as a manufacturing hub for pharmaceuticals, aerospace and defense and engineering projects. In tourism sector, department is currently tracking 200 investment projects across subsectors such as hotels, resorts, amusement parks, adventure activities, water sports with an investment potential of 15,325 crore and employment potential of 82,874. A number of campaigns like Let's Vizag, Konasema Monsoon and Festive AP have been successfully organized in the state. In addition, large-scale festivals such as Amravati F1 H20 Grand Prix, Social Media Summit and Awards, Buddha Jayanti Festival, Lepakshi Festival, Vizag Utsav, A.R. Rahman Live Concert have been conducted. There has been a 15% growth in tourist footfalls compared to last year. The state has identified IT and electronics as focus sectors and developed a strong vision to enable the creation of 1 lakh IT jobs and bring in investment worth $2 billion. My government also envisions to create 2 lakh jobs in the electronics sector and bring in $5 billion investments. In the electronics sector, 5 companies have started operations with a committed investment of 927 crores and a committed employment of 21,815. It is highly encouraging to note that Andhra Pradesh stood at number 1 position in the country in the recently announced State Startup Rankings 2018. Hosting of Asia's largest blockchain conference in 2017 and Vizag Fintech Festival in 2018 brought greater laurels to the state. The state was facing severe energy deficit, 22 MU per day, at the time of state formation in June 2014. Power holidays were crippling farm and industrial sectors. Due to various steps initiated by the government, the power deficit has been reduced to nil and shifting from being a power deficit state to currently a power surplus state. The installed capacity in the state has been doubled in the last 4.5 years. The transmission and distribution loss have been reduced from 14% during 2013-14 to 9.7% by 2018, which is the lowest in the country. The per capita consumption of electricity has increased from 957 units to 1174 units during the last 4 years. Installed capacity in the state has increased from 9529 megawatts to 19,680 megawatts. No tariff increase has been made to agriculture and domestic consumers in the range of 0 to 900 units per annum during the last 4 years. My government has declared that there will be no tariff increase in 2019-20 also. My government is promoting renewable energy, particularly solar and wind energy, in a big way to harness the vast potential of green energy in the state. The installed capacity of renewable energy has reached 7,464 megawatts from 1,800 megawatts in 2014. The solar tariffs have come down from 66.50 per unit in the year 2014 to 2.70 in 2018. A total capacity of 4,000 megawatts is being developed in Anantapur, Kurnool and Kadapa, out of which 1,850 megawatts has already been commissioned. 1,000 megawatts Kurnool Solar Park is the largest solar park at one location when it has commissioned. It is planned that rupees 36,604 crores will be invested in renewable energy, and this will provide employment to 13,000 persons, majority in drought-prone Rayalaseema districts. Messrs. Suzlon Gamesa region has set up the manufacturing facility in the state. Civil aviation policy brought in 2015 is spurring robust growth in aviation sector. Passenger movement has increased to 5.5 million per annum from 1.1 million per annum during 2013-14. Growth rate during 2018-19 is 38% as compared to national growth rate of 12%. My government has reduced taxes on aviation turbine fuel from 16% to 1%. New direct international flights to Singapore has been made a reality, and flights to other international cities are also on the anvil. The Greenfield Airport at Bhogapuram near Vizag, estimated to cost 2,300 crores, is currently under tender stage. State government have taken action to develop 3 new airports at Bhogapuram near Visakhapatnam, Varavakal near Kurnool and Dhamavaram in Nellore district. State government have also taken AII for development of new airport at Dorakonda in Prakasam district and airstrip at Kuppam in Chittoor district. My government is committed to develop an ecosystem which will integrate logistics and industries to make Andhra Pradesh a logistic hub of India. We are committed to increase the cargo handling capacity to 750 MMT by 2025 and cargo traffic of 500 MMT and container traffic of 5 million TEUs by 2025. It is planned to have 1 major port at Vizag and 5 non-major ports at other places. The Union government has not taken up the Dugarajapatnam in Nellore district city during citing non-feasibility despite clear provisions in the Reorganization Act. 2 new ports are planned under PPP model at Bavanapadu in Srikakulam and Kakinada SEZ port in East Godavari. Development of the proposed National Waterway 4 between Jagipet and Vijayawada and also development of 3 multi-modal logistics parks at Krishnapatnam, Kakinada and Visakhapatnam are going to further expedite the movement. The Amaravati Anantapur Greenfield Expressway with a length of 384 kilometers and a cost of 20,000 crores is going to be a reality soon. Necessary approvals are being processed to make this historic initiative that will reduce travel time from farthest Rayalaseema district to Amaravati to just 4 hours. Since June 2014 to till date, 2,164 kilometers of roads have been upgraded as national highways. Further, state government have taken up upgradation of all state roads from the existing standards to double lane standards based upon scientific traffic survey. My government is committed to widen all single-lane state highways and major district roads having traffic intensity of more than 2,000 PCUs to double-lane standards. The entire R&B network has been surveyed through automated network survey vehicle. Computerized road management system has been established for prioritization and improvement of maintenance of state roads. The total length of state roads is being maintained in pothole-free condition through annual maintenance and urgent repairs. The Kakinada-Srikakulam Industrial Gas Pipeline, a joint venture of GAIL and APIC and AP Genco, will be completed by end of 2019. My government is planning to lay the natural gas grid in all the 13 districts of AP. As part of the fiber grid project, 6 lakh households and enterprises in 4,000 villages across 620 mandals are being provided the triple play services which support 15 Mbps internet connection with 250 plus channels and 3 telephones at a cost of 149 per month to each household. Laying of optical fiber is over the electric poles of 24,000 kilometers, just 10% of the underground network cost. As we are all aware, the success state of AP was without a capital, and due to loss of Hyderabad, the state government suffered loss of revenue and lost major capital metropolis. In a historic manner, 28,074 landowners have given 34,010 acres of land towards land pooling scheme. Under the land pooling scheme, landowners are provided 25 to 30% of land pooled to the CRDA as a completely developed plot with all utilities in the urban neighborhood. It is by far the largest ever social inclusive development anywhere and anytime in the history across the globe. Amravati has been designed to be one of the happiest cities to host a population of 3.5 million in 35 years and 2 million jobs in 25 years, and is a smart city with all the utilities planned underground. Overall cost of construction of infrastructure in Amravati has been estimated to be 51,687 crores in phase 1 or 1.09 lakh crores in total. 39,875 crores of works are under execution on ground. The government complex is spread over 1,375 acres and will house the legislature, high court, secretariats, HODs, Raj Bhavan and the related ecosystem, and housing for all the government functionaries and public representatives. The High Court has been set up for the new state of Andhra Pradesh at a temporary location in Vijayawada. The integrated secretariat and HOD buildings construction has commenced and is expected to be completed by October 2020. The transit secretariat is completed within a record time of 6 months. 3,840 units of apartment housing for MLAs, All India Service Officers, NGOs, GOs and Class 4 employees and low-income urban and poor are under advanced stage and proposed to be completed by first half of 2019. Happiness of our people is the most important goal of my government. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Adopting the methodology of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network's World Happiness Framework, we have estimated the district-wise happiness of our people. We have also followed the global benchmarks of Global Competitiveness Index and Ease of Doing Business Index to identify the position of Andhra Pradesh relative to other states and countries and to design strategies to reach one of the top positions. All the key development programs of my government are monitored real-time through real-time outcome monitoring system. The state's performance under various global benchmarking indices is encouraging. In Global Competitive Index 4, Andhra Pradesh has achieved equivalent rank of 49 as compared to India's like 58. We are making efforts to break into the top 25. Andhra Pradesh secured first rank continuously for 2 years in 2016 and 17 in ease of doing business. The state government top rank in 29 among states in the country, followed by Maharashtra and Delhi in the ease of doing business. Compiled by the Asia Competitiveness Institute, Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy, National University of Singapore in Happiness Index. Andhra Pradesh has improved its rank from 74 to 44, while India dropped from 122 to 133 from 2016 to 17. AP was the best performing state under the Ease of Living Index. 2 cities from the state, Tirupati and Vijayawada, 4th and 9th, are among the top 10. Tirupati is the best city in the category of population less than 5 lakhs, cleanest city in the country. 3 cities from Andhra Pradesh figured in the list of top 10 cleanest cities in India. Vijayawada, 5th, Tirupati, 6th, and Visakhapatnam, 7th. The efforts put in by my entire administration during the last 4.5 years resulted in all these achievements and helped secure about 660 national and international awards by the employees and institutions in the state. Real-time governance society started functioning from 26 November 2017 with the motto of people first, 80% satisfaction of citizens in overall governance and service to the schemes. Real-time governance is the first of its kind initiative by the government to enable changes in governance, public administration and management by leveraging the tools of e-governance, technology and electronic communication. Real-time governance has established a first of its kind Parikshara Vedika 1100, a grievance redressal cell and center and a communication platform. Government of Andhra Pradesh through Real-Time Governance Society collects real-time feedback from citizens, beneficiaries on the quality of services and benefits they have availed. RTGS does satisfaction surveys with beneficiaries to assess the satisfaction of citizens in the implementation of programs and schemes. To enhance employee welfare, government have decided to provide house sites and flats, stroke flats to all government employees in the state. Further, the government have taken several initiatives to redress the problem of government employees like constitution of pay revision commission, constitution of a committee to study contributory pension scheme, gratuity and family pension to CPS employees, additional pay of 10% for pensions above 70 years of age, providing promotional avenues to police constables, issuance of employee health cards to provide cashless treatment, relaxation of rules in matters of compassionate appointments, payment of PRC arrears, minimum time scale to contact lecturers, time-bound scales and time-bound promotions to government doctors, etc. Government have also substantially increased the benefits and salaries for Archakas, Anganwadi workers, helpers, Ayas, Asha workers, home guards, VRAS, VOAs, contract and other outsourced employees, Gopal Mitras, etc. A good law and order provides enabling environment for any growth model. It is indeed a matter of satisfaction to note that there has been a reduction in all major heads of crime. This is due to positive engagement at all levels to reverse the rising crime graph and instituting a zero-tolerance strategy towards crime with contribution of proactive leadership and robust organizational structure help to tackle this problem. Crime against women has witnessed substantial fall due to various initiatives taken up by the government. Technology is used extensively in reducing the crime in the state, and various applications are developed and put in place for use and security of the public. These include the locked house monitoring system, property information networking system, offender surveillance, automated fingerprint identification system, crime and national crime criminal tracking network and systems, and integration of 5,148 existing cameras approved under the cloud-based IP CCTV surveillance project. I am proud to say that my state police are doing very well and they are second to none. Thus, the governance during the last 4.5 years centered on vision, innovation, accountability, digitization, hubris action, convergence, and technology-driven transformation. These concepts helped us to accelerate the path of growth with equity and human face. This firm foundation has enabled us to create wealth and distribute it for the larger social good, alleviating the misery and suffering of the poor and depressed sections of the society while delivering better civic services to the citizen. I would like to conclude my speech with the words of Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Recall the face of the poorest and the weakest person whom you may have seen, and ask for yourself if the step you contemplate is going to be of any use to that person. Will the person gain anything by it? Will it restore him or her to a control over his or her own life and destiny? All the development and welfare measures my government has put in place for the welfare of the poorest, the most vulnerable, underprivileged, and remotest is exactly on these lines, and there is every need to continue the development momentum to the future generations enjoy its fruit perennially. ప్రజల సహకారం మరియు చేయూతతో నా ప్రభుత్వం స్వర్ణ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నిర్మాణ దిశగా పునరంకితం అవుతుందని దృఢ విశ్వాసాన్ని వ్యక్తం చేస్తున్నాను. జై హింద్. Honorable members, today being January 30th, the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, I request all honorable members and everybody to stand up and observe 2 minutes silence. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।